I figure I'd just pop up on y'all like a jack in the box, and let y'all know the fifth quarter is here. And being that we a quarter through the season already, I said let me go through the division standings real quick, and then then we'll go to the predictions. But over here in the AFC North, we got a heck of a race going on right now. The Marzellis are Steelers, so he's a done deal. This is over. I know it's a lot of games left, but he's not gonna be able to dance. But I'm telling you this, Marzelli is good for upsetting a few guys, here and there, and including this division. You know what I mean? Like he's good for that. Just when Marzelli's one of them guys that I call like a trap game. You know what I mean? Like guys that you be like, all right, we got this, and then you look to see who you got next week, and then you come into a certain game feeling like you can experiment with different plays, and before you know it, you lose it in the fourth quarter. But this is a three-man race right here: Ravens, Bengals, and Browns. Ravens and Bengals played yesterday, I believe. Can't be 100% sure, but we'll get to that when we do the recap and stuff. But three-man race going on right now: Bap, Norm, and Claw. Very interesting to see. Right now, it look like three playoff teams will be coming out that division. Over here in the AFC South, you got Jags 4-1, Rico. Surprise right now, right? Titans 4-1, Carnage. Colts 2-3. That's I can't think who's the Colts is right now, but that's Justin. That's Just Colts 2-3, and the Texans is Rick. Look like Rick thrown in the towel, you know what I mean? But I ain't even gonna get into that. But we're just gonna move right along. So this division right now, even the Colts 2-3 is right there in the thick of things. AFC East, you got Dolphins. Dolphins are 3-2. Bills 3-3. Patriots and Jets. Pats 1-4. That's always vibing. E-ball is 0-5 Jets. Don't know what's going on with the Jets. E-ball, you also about to be runner up for worst GM, bro. I see the trade that you're supposed to be making with Rocket, and this, let me just tell you now, it's hella retarded, bro. You know what I mean? But that's your squad, bro. Do what you do.
Thank you, more.
That's it. No more. Get some water. I don't understand. I don't understand the moves that E trying to make, and I think E is falling into that. E's falling into that category of guys. Let's go, Kari. I think E-ball is falling into that category of guys who, when they start losing, it start taking a toll on them. And they start panicking and making desperate moves, because the trade he about to make makes no sense at all, whatsoever. But again, I told y'all I'm not here to GM y'all team. So if I don't agree with the trade, I'm not gonna tell you, yo, trade not through. You a player, E. So you somebody that I ain't worrying about that's leaving. I know you here to stay, so I gotta let you bump your own head, bruh. But you definitely fall into that trap of guys that lose and they start panicking and just making any move, out of desperation. Right now, Jets is desperate, 0-5. They desperate right now, so they trying to Hail Mary right now. But unfortunately, this Hail Mary will not get answered. But Dolphins and Bills, this is going to be a two-man race. G got the Dolphins, DP got the Bills. DP is 3-3. He won his last two games, but I don't know. Me personally, my personal opinion, after seeing a lot of moves that was made, I think Buffalo had a better team before they made all the moves. They traded for Mixon, but in my personal opinion, the young boy Cook that they had, Dalvin Cook brother, he's a little stud on the low. He could have built him up, in my opinion, and turned them into Mixon. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I like the Bills team before they made all these moves, but it seemed like he wanted to try to make something happen now. He didn't want to put the time in He didn't want to put the time in to put to get the results of Cook. He wanted somebody that was already made, but that came with a price, and I think that price that it came with is going to backfire on him as the season go on. You know what I mean? But sometimes guys don't realize the stuff that they already have, and I just think Buffalo made a huge mistake. But he still know how to play and everything, so he'll be all right. But I just think giving away Diggs and all of that, like, that's going to come back and haunt him. It may get him to the playoffs, but I think come playoff time, I think that's when it's going to show the most of not having the Diggs over there. And I think he just should have stood pat, in my opinion. Buffalo don't need to make too many moves. A minor move here and there, but he made major moves over there in Buffalo, and I think it's going to hurt more than help, at least right now. AFC West, we got Chargers at 4-1. Chiefs at 3-3. Chargers, that's Trey Dog. Chiefs is Dre. Dre, welcome back, my guy. I hit your mic up and everything for the New Year's, but I come to find out you lost your phone. And why you went all this time without no phone, bro? You're supposed to get a phone the next day. You must have enjoyed the peace and quiet of not having nobody to have access to you. But it's all good. You know what I mean? Well, good to see you back. Raiders 3-2. Raiders is who's the Raiders? I can't even think who's the. Oh, that's Lowski. Lowski 3-2. Broncos. That's calm. Right now, this whole division is tight. I'm rooting for the Broncos to play good. I'm rooting for Lowski to play good. In the previous week that we had, Chargers and Chiefs, it was a two-man race between them two down to the end, from beginning to end. But I'm rooting for this whole division to compete. And on a side note too, the old wit is officially dead. I went and checked it, and at this time it's etched in stone. Whatever league ain't back, it's just a wrap. So I went and checked the old wit. I went and checked the old AGS. I deleted them joints. I was trying to knock out the playoffs in the old wit. Should have came back, but it's just messed up that we put all that work in, and the way it just went down like that. I would at least felt a little better about it if we would have got through the playoffs. If we would have got through the playoffs and then it went down, at least we could have had a winner out that season, But I mean, it is what it is, man. A lot of moves was made so far in this new league. So guys is cool with it, at this point. We all made moves, so the old wit is past us, but just wanted to let it be known it's officially done. Chargers and like I said, Chargers and Chiefs right now, they've been the two studs. They've been the two studs in the previous wit that we had, but I'm keep an eye on Lowski and the Broncos just go around. NFC North, we got Packers 5-0. P. Earl, listen, for those that forgot, when Pearl had the Packers the first year and with Aaron Rodgers, he won the Super Bowl. So he got these boys at 5-0. I don't know, it's something about him and Rodgers that just felt like magic so far. But he's 5-0. He's off to that start that he was looking for. Followed by the Lions at 4-1. That's Murph. He's right there in second. He won his last 2 games. Vikings 3-2. He won his last 3 games. That's the Vikings. Eli's the Vikings. So Eli he's 3-2. He's right there. He on a 3-game win streak. So he's right there competing. And Activist is 1-4 right now with the Bears. He gonna have to string some wins together sooner than later, because the teams ahead of him right now all won at least 2 games or more in a row. Okay. I seen Norm say that the Mutt is still down. That Mutt is still down too. So that's surprising. Mutt still down. So this man really tripping now, huh? I don't know, but. My only regret is not starting these leagues a little earlier. I should have went ahead and rebooted instead of waiting around for them, but it's cool. We got it done. NFC South, Falcons at 3-2. That's Addison. Bucks 3-2. Bucks is Corlals. Panthers Money Mascot 1-4. Saints is on some BS. He's 1-4, and It looked like this is gonna be a two-man race unless the Panthers can string it together. Saints ain't gonna make no noise. They don't have no quarterback. And as far as the trade with me and the Saints, I never got a chance to really help. I made a trade with the Saints to get Lattimore, but to be honest with you, I did him a favor because coming into the franchise, we had the Saints we had the Saints first round pick, and as you can clearly see, the Saints is looking like a top 5 pick easily. He don't have no quarterback now. He wouldn't have had no quarterback next season because he wouldn't have had no first round pick. So I did him a favor, you know what I mean? I came and took Lattimore, but I also gave him Avonte Maddox and gave him his first back. So at least after the season, he will be able to have a shot to draft one of them good quarterbacks that's coming out, you know? So because if he wouldn't have took the trade, I would have been fine with just keeping that top 5 pick, you know? But it was like, you know what? I just gave it to him. We got 2 more first, so we wasn't really tripping off that. And plus, you know, we was looking for a cornerback anyway. You know, we would have got a great cornerback with the top 5 pick. But I just kind of felt like, you know, Lattimore he's still already pretty young. He's established. It's a win-win trade, to be honest. He got back a corner that can play. No, Maddox is not number 1. But he's definitely somebody that can play in your secondary, and he got his first round pick back. So at the end of the season, he'll have a quarterback, and you know, he'll be able to compete. He also, I see some guys is finally listening. He also made a trade with E-Ball, and like once again, E-Ball, like I said, is E-Ball right now is definitely battling for the worst GM. Saints made a trade with the Jets, you know, and hey, Saints is learning. Y'all know Saints don't make no trades, you know. Saints just, you know, he don't hear nothing you trying to say, and I've been in his ear, you know, telling him, and he's finally taking heed. But he ain't the only one. There's a few guys that's actually starting to finally get it, you know, and realizing sometimes you're gonna have to make moves that you really don't want to, but you gotta look at the future. See, everybody can't always get caught up and worry about the season that we're in. I keep saying you got to be realistic. If you know you're not gonna make the playoffs and make no serious run, then you might as well go ahead and try to make some moves for the future. You know, if you can't get it done now, then get it done later. You know, listen, if you don't learn from history, you will repeat it. So couple of guys are finally starting to learn. They're getting out there making moves, and the Saints went from having no first-round picks to now he has 2 first-round picks. So congratulations to the Saints finally getting out there making it do what it do. But this will be a 2-man race. Money Mascot with this Panthers team. Money Mascot is dangerous, but he too don't really have a quarterback right now, so he's going to struggle. So I like the Falcons and Bucks in this division. NFC East, we got myself 3-2, Giants are 4-2. Like he just played his game. Commanders are 2-3. Cowboys are 0-5. I think this gonna be a 3-man. Well, Black Star, like I said, Black Star definitely got better, but I think him not having a quarterback is gonna really hurt him throughout this season. You know, but you know he's still capable of pulling off some wins when you least expect it. But I think it's going to come down to Eagles and Giants. You know, we'll see what the Commanders can do after the season as far as quarterback. NFC West, we got Niners at 5-0. Rocket, I'd say this Rocket is the surprise of the league right now. They're 5-0. Everybody else in that division is under 500, including the Cardinals. But Seahawks and Rams are 1-4, so they're already 4 games out of first. You know, and yes, there's still a ton of games left, but to be that many games out of first is not a good look. But yeah, I say the 49ers is the shocker of the league right now. Nobody expected them to be 5-0. But look, man, I always say, like, you know, as much as you know, guys may lose and things like that, if you just stay with it and keep your head in it and not just get disoriented and you know, lose confidence, you'll come around and play. And it's amazing how better you can play if you don't really turn the ball over. I always talk about turnovers. You know, and I'm talking about against anybody. I don't care who just won the bowl and whatever. If you play against somebody and you have no turnovers or at least 1 turnover, you're going to find yourself in the game. The skill gap level in these leagues is not that much different. You just got guys that some games have a ton of turnovers, you know, and then you get guys that don't. You get guys that make the smart plays when it's time to make a smart play, and you get guys that don't. That's the only pretty much the difference is, you know. But right now, the 49ers is making some noise over there in that division. as well as the league. But Cardinals, they said yesterday they believe the 49ers will choke. We're going to see. We're going to see. It looked like the 49ers had enough of the Cardinals running this division. So time to see how this thing going to shake out. Now we're going to go to recap real quick. Recap of week 5. In recap of week 5, we had Colts and Broncos. This was a close one. Colts pulled this out 24-21. Great win on the road for the Colts. Packers and Giants. Packers won this one 38-20 at home to remain undefeated. Chargers and Browns. Trey Dog won this one 41-34. Good win for the Chargers on the road, taking out the Browns by 6. Vikings and Bears. Parkway Stunner took out Activists 45-20. It's a good win for the Vikings, division win. You always hear me talk about division wins. Division games are the most important games, and Minnesota made sure he took business this time around. Falcons and Bucks. Addison took out Corvallis 30-10. Great win. Could be a statement win for the Falcons. You know, who knows? But we're gonna see. You know what I mean? But this is a good win. Good win. Only gave up 10 points. That Falcons defense showed up. Even when you think they don't have the names over there, but I always tell you, it's not always about the names, it's about the schemes a lot of times. Titans took out the Commanders 52-10. Cardinals jumped all over Washington in this one. Never gave them a shot. This is a good win for the Titans on the road. Then we had Niners and Panthers. Rocket won this one to put them at 5-0. Good win for the Niners. Then we had Eagles and Cards. Eagles won this one 25-18. This game was close. I mean, Philly jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Cardinals came back at some point and took the lead, and then Eagles came back and scored a touchdown, a 2-point conversion late in the fourth. Cardinals drove down the field, had a chance to do something, couldn't get it in. Eagles win. Rams beat the Cowboys 40-9. Silk won this one. I think that's his first win of the season. Jumped all over the Cowboys. Cowboys are struggling in a major way right now. They got to figure it out, but right now, they're like they just don't have no answers, but plenty of questions. Ravens and Bengals. Ravens won this one 27-21. I seen these two going back at it in the chat for a while. You know, I didn't even know they even played until I just happened upon to see all the messages. But, you know, I got to say, though, Norm did say something that I agree with. He said he had about 5 or 6 turnovers and lost by 6. I can't lie. Those are the type of things that I say if I play and I have 4 or 5 turnovers and I lose by 1 score. Yeah, I lost, but that's not a bad loss at all. That's a good loss, you know. But yeah, of course it goes down in the column as a loss. But man, you got to say to yourself, if you the Bengals, if we don't turn the ball over half the amount of times we did, we win the game, you know. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And Ravens won this one. Round 1. Round 2 will be in Cincy. Ravens take the first one. Chiefs and Raiders. Chiefs beat the Raiders 35-28. Close game, but Raiders just could not pull it out. Chiefs won this one at home. And they will meet again. The next one will be in Las Vegas. Now on to week 6. We got Commanders and Bears. Black Star going against Activists. I'm gonna take the Commanders on the road in this one. Give me Commanders over the Bears, although I'm rooting for the Bears, but I'm going to take the Commanders in this one, and I'm going to go final score. I'm going to go 24-20. Next we got Niners and Falcons. Falcons got that. Yeah, I fed Mari too. Niners got that. Where were you at? Niners got that. Yeah. Oh, Niners got that undefeated record on the line. Going into ATL off to a good start. Should be a good one. You know, definitely should be a good one. But we'll see what happens. But in this one, I'm gonna give the 49ers his credit, man. He undefeated 5-0. He coming to this game feeling some type of way. Guess what? I'm taking the Niners. Give me Niners over the Falcons. Although I will tell you, the Falcons could very well win this game by no surprise, but I'm going to take the Niners, man. I'm going to take the Niners in this one by a score of, I'm going to go 24-21. Next, we got Pats and Browns. Always vibing against Claw. I'm going to take Claw in this one to jump all over the Pats and not look back. Give me Browns in this one, 44-14. Next, we got Jets and Packers. Don't like where the Jets is at right now in the mental space. Give me the Packers. I'm taking the Packers to win this one. Pretty big. I'll take Green Bay, 42, Jets 20. Jags and Colts. Colts at home. Jags on the road. Jags off to a good start. Jags, another one of them teams. I say the surprise team of the AFC right now. And I'm going to take the Jags. I'm going to go with the Jags. This is a division game, so this is an important game. Colts is right there. I think the Colts are like 2-3. So they need this game to cut that lead down. But I like the Jags, the way the Jags is playing. I'm going to go Jacksonville on this one by a score of, I'm going to go 29-23. The Vikings and Dolphins. We got Dolphins at home hosting the Vikings. Parkway Stunner. Dolphins been playing much better ball. He told me about sometime last week that his internet stuff is good because he moved and everything. So internet is much better than where he was. I believe him because ever since then he's been playing good ball. I'm going to take the Dolphins to win this one, but it's going to be close though. Vikings bringing a 3-game win streak into this one, but I'm going to take Miami in a close one. I'm going to go Miami 31, Vikings 27. Next, we got Saints and Bengals. I'll be rooting for the Bengals, but I forgot I gave the Saints back as first. So it don't matter to me, but I'll still take the Bengals to win this one. I'm going to go Bengals. I'm going to go Bengals 42-17. 42-17, Bengals over the Saints. Next, we had Giants pulling off the upset over Baltimore. Giants won 24-21. Ravens suffered their second loss. Now, I don't know if that was their second loss. That might have been their first. That's why, I don't know. Look, I think that was their first, but I seen them with one loss. But good win for the G-Men. I was rooting for the Giants. I was rooting for Baltimore to win this one. But G-Men pulled it out by 3 on the road. Great win for the Giants. Bucks and Steelers. I'm taking Bucks. Steelers is not in it. Steelers is not invested mentally enough to get better, to compete. So therefore, I'm going with the Bucks, and I'm going to take the Bucks over the Steelers this week. I'm going to go 39-16. 39-16. Panthers and Rams. This game is currently in progress. I'm going to take the Panthers over the Rams, even though the Rams got a blowout win last week, but I think the Panthers get it done this week. Give me Panthers 37, Rams 21. This is already set for the cards. Bills and Chiefs. Bills won this one 41-14. They blew out the Chiefs on the road. Good win for Buffalo. Chiefs, came out bad and never recovered. I'm guessing a lot of turnovers went down, but good win for the Bills on the road. Then we got Cowboys and Eagles. I'll say Eagles favorite in this one by 10 over the Cowboys. Next, we got Broncos and Chargers. Chargers coming off a great win last week. Broncos hanging right there in that division. I think they're 2-3, so they looking to pull off an upset. They're on the road. It's gonna take a team effort to do it. I'm gonna give them a shot, but I just like the Chargers in this one. I think they're gonna be a little too much. Give me the Chargers this week over the Broncos, 35-21. And that concludes your recap, your predictions, and we're getting close to that trade deadline, which is week 8, and we just go from there. But I'll see you on the next 5th quarter. I'm out.